Today I'm going to show you that there are many different kinds of water. We all think that there's only one water, but come to think about it, there are different kinds of water. So we are using here tap water from the faucet, which we get here. This is tap water. And our assistant here will be pouring different kinds of water from the different bottles that we are buying, starting from the worst of the lot, which is soft drinks, and then vodka, and then different bottled waters that we normally buy from a pound to a little more than a pound for half a liter. Now, what happens is this particular machine, which is made in Japan, this is more than 40 years now, is able to restructure and separate the acidity from the alkalinity of the water to make it more healthful and wholesome for our body. This machine is called a water ionizer, and it is a 501. This is the flagship of Enagic, the company that made this. Body is already acidic, like people with sicknesses already. It's very easy to change the composition of our body. And our motto is revolutionize your lifestyle with water. Change your water and change your body and change your life. When we open the machine, water comes out from here, which is the drinking water, and we're getting it. And on the other side, water also comes out from this other faucet here, which is the acidic water. This is the acidic water, and this is the drinking water. And my assistant now will drop some pH tester on each one of them for you to realize that the water has different grades of alkalinity and acidity. Water has a pH of a range of 1 to 14. So 1 is acidic, 7 is neutral, and 14 is very, very alkaline. 4.5 is the start of our acidic water here. 5 is a little bit acidic, and then it goes up to 7, which is neutral, and then 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5. When we are born with a pH of 7.8 because the amniotic fluid in the wombs of mothers is 7.8, and the normal pH of adults range from 7.365 up to 7.5. It's very easy to remember. 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. God is really very, very brilliant. Now, the food that can help us maintain our alkalinity of the body are these things: mushrooms, almonds, tofu, some 7.5, apples, grapes, avocados, and vegetable juice and peas, which have a pH of 8. And then boiled pepper, kelps, mangoes, melons, and papaya and seaweeds, which has a pH of 8.5, and lemons and watermelons with a pH of 9.0. These are very, very healthy foods. And on top of these, we also have our mental frames or sets of minds that makes us more alkaline, like being prayerful, being helpful, being peaceful, being joyful, loving, and being kind. Now, these are very, very good for us. It makes our body alive and healthy. Now, as we go down here, you'll realize that these are the foods that we should try to avoid. So, we have distilled water. It's clean, super clean, really, but it's bad for us. And then we have purified water with a pH of 6, fruit juice with sugar, cigarettes, and tobacco. That's why cigarette is dangerous for us, yeah? Smoking. But worse for us, especially Filipinos, we are fond of eating white rice. It has a pH of 5.5. And then we have white flour, white breads, etc. And then even worse still are artificial sweeteners, refined cereals, animal produced like cheese, milk, pork, chicken, and beef. And then even farther down below are your favorite soft drinks. They have a pH of only 3. Now, actually, if you reach a pH of 6.4, you die. Imagine, 6.4, you die. And yet, we're taking into our system pH of 3 with the use of soft drinks and pH of 5.5 with the use of all of these things. Now, let us see what happens to the different pH. This is the Kangen Water with a pH of 9.5. And On the other side is the acidic water or beauty water with a pH of 5.5. And this is your normal tap water. If you look at these things again, you will realize that tap water is good for us, and in fact that is recommended by all nations, because that is the one that has been tested and it's good for us. At least it is neutral. And these Pantomime Springs, if you notice, is not different at all from our tap water. Buxton is again almost the same, a little bit lower pH. Evian, which is very, very popular and very common and quite expensive as well, has a lower pH of 7.2. Now we go to the negative waters, the ones that you should avoid. Voss is quite expensive, but if you notice, it is quite acidic. So also with Smart Water, made by Coca-Cola, it's quite acidic as well. See? How about your white rum? White rum is more acidic. It has an acidity of around 4, and the worst of the lot is your soft drinks. 7-Up, Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, Sprite, all of these are the same. Dr. Otto Warburg, a German doctor, was given a Nobel Peace Prize as early as 1931 for his findings that all of us are born with cancer cells. Nobody is born without it. It's built into our system. And he was given a Nobel Peace Prize for his discovery that cancer cells thrive and multiply in an acidic environment. Again, let me repeat that. Cancer cells thrive in an acidic environment, which they call acidosis. And the way to prevent cancer from spreading and growing into our body is by taking in alkaline foods or by maintaining our alkalinity. So if you are initially 7.8 and then our normal pH is this, how do we increase the pH level of our body? Very simple, by adding Kangen water into our system. So this is the Kangen water that we are drinking. What happens if we add Kangen water into our system? Let's see what happens. So it becomes more alkaline. It becomes more alkaline. Even if it is a bit acidic, like the Voss, it becomes alkaline. So also Smart Water, it becomes alkaline. How about white rum? It also becomes alkaline. How about our favorite soft drinks? Will it become alkaline at all?
No.
No. You see? All the others can be neutralized and become alkaline by simply adding Kangen water into the system. That becomes our body as well. But with soft drinks, it will never happen. And in fact, this is already diluted. Okay? Let's see what happens if even diluted soft drinks, what does it do to our system? This is pure alkaline water, and a few drops of it acidifies our body. A few drops of soft drinks will acidify our body. See? You know why? It takes a glass of alkaline water to neutralize the effect of whiskey, of brandy, of vodka, of whatever hard drinks there are, but it will take 32 glasses of alkaline water to neutralize the effect of soft drinks. So this is the main thing that you should avoid. The second property of the water from Kangen is that it is also microclustered. Now, what do you mean by microcluster? If you look at the grapes, there are big bunches of grapes. Okay? Now, if you put the grapes inside a bottle with an opening as big as this one, maybe you can put it one at a time. But if you put the grapes, remove them one at a time, you can put all of the grapes inside here. What happens is this machine converts and redistributes the molecules of the water and splits them up so that it becomes very, very tiny. It becomes what they call microclustered. And that is what happens when we boil the water. And also, Dr. Carpenter was saying that when we restructure the water, a pentagon rather with 5 sides becomes a hexagon with 6 sides when it is passed through this machine. And the opening of our cells, which is called an aquaporin, has 6 sides. So it's very easy for Kangen water to penetrate our cells. And because of that, it hydrates very, very quickly our body. Do you want to be healthy and wealthy and happy?
Yes.
Then invest in Kangen water.
Yes.
Yes! Okay.